What's going on? Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for stopping by. As always, I'd like to thank everyone for supporting the channel. For all you who have subscribed, I appreciate it. Keep rocking with me. For those of you who are new to the channel, subscribe. It don't cost you nothing to do it. Just support the channel. Help grow it. I'm gonna bring you some content about fragrances. I'm gonna do reviews, and I'm also gonna give you my honest opinion about fragrances, and I'm also gonna give some recommendations. Alright, so today in this video, I have a new fragrance to my collection. Yes, the other day was my birthday, and I got a gift from my wife. It was something I smelled back here when I went to visit my family in Birmingham. I smelled it at I want to say it was an Ulta Beauty. Now I smelled the eau de parfum concentration. I smelled the eau de toilette concentration. I also smelled the parfum concentration. And out of those, my favorite out of the three was the eau de parfum. Ladies and gentlemen, the fragrance we have today is BLEU de Chanel. BLEU de Chanel. This is a good one. All right, now I'm gonna give you a full first impression of this fragrance. So first of all, the bottle is nice and neat. I like it. It look very, professional. Nothing too flashy, nothing too dull. It's just right in that little sweet spot. I love the bottle, and got a lot of fingerprints on here. But you see, this is the eau de parfum concentration. All right. Now, first of all, the cap. They got the Chanel emblem at the top. All right. This cap is magnetic. It pulls off, snaps right into place. I think it's pretty dope for a designer. It smells great. I love the scent. Atomizer. It's pretty good. I sprayed it a couple of times for you. Check it out. Look at that. Great disbursement. The size I have today is this is 100 ml. Now, guys, a disclaimer: I'm a pretty big guy, and I have some big hands. So I know some of these bottles may look small in my hand, but this is actually 100 ml. All right, this is gonna be this is a citrus heavy fragrance, and it's also, I feel like it's combined with, like, it gives you that type of blue vibe along with citruses, and I think it blends together very well. Now, at the top of this fragrance, on the initial spray, you're gonna get a heavy dose of that lemon and that grapefruit. But on the dry down, it smooths out a whole lot. Now, that lemon and grapefruit is pretty intense on the first 15 to 20 minutes of the fragrance. Then once the dry down comes, that's when the magic happens. That thing is very intoxicating. It's something that you're gonna love to smell. It's not annoying. And I think even if you have a tendency to overspray your fragrances, this is one that's not gonna just be overbearing. The few sprays that I've already sprayed at the beginning of the video, I still smell it, and like, it's lingering in the air, and it is something intoxicating. I promise you. You're gonna leave a scent trail that's gonna make you want to lift up off of your feet. You understand? Like, this one right here is, you're gonna be noticed. If you're a shy person, don't reach for this one. Oh nah, you gotta have a little swag with this one. You're gonna demand the attention of the room, even though it's not just very strong of a fragrance, but it's so fresh. It's gonna linger around, and with this eau de parfum concentration, it's gonna be thick in the air, and then we're gonna talk about that. That's the sillage, the scent trail. And to me, with wearing fragrances, that's one of the most important factors. I want to leave that scent trail. When I walk away, I want to leave me still right there, and I want people to be like, man, what is that smell? In a good way. So, and a lot of people, like, compliments are not very important. I agree, they're not, because I wear my fragrance because I like my fragrances. I can care less what somebody else thinks, but it's just a little extra boost to know that somebody else is enjoying your fragrance as well. And especially my wife, she loves it. Actually, she picked this out for me because I sampled, like I told her, I sampled it, and I let her smell it. I usually let her smell my fragrances because I like to wear stuff that she enjoys. Now, I do have some in my collection that she just, I'm not gonna say she don't like them, but it may not be her favorites, but this is one of her favorites, and honestly, I agree with her. It's a dope scent. All right, now let's talk about the longevity of this one. This is a BLEU fragrance, so the longevity is not the greatest, but let me be transparent when I say it's not the greatest. I don't detect it after about 6 hours. I don't detect it anymore. Now, am I saying this fragrance is not lasting? I'm not gonna say that. That's not fair to say that it's not lasting. I just, to my nose, I'm not picking it up anymore. Not easily anyway. Like if I like just get my nose close to my skin, like the areas that I applied it, I'll pick it up then, and like on my clothes, I'll pick it up. But like, you won't have a strong projection about after 6 hours. It's not going to project very strong. Now it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna sit very close to the skin, but it's still gonna smell good to people around you. And that's one thing you got to understand about fragrances and wearing fragrances. Sometimes you may go nose blind to it, but people around you still can pick it up, and that is and I think a lot of fragrances fall prey to that stigma that they don't last long, but in actuality they do last. You just can't smell them anymore. So, and to stop that, you may not want to spray very close to areas that's going to get easily to your nose. It's like, for example, if you spray right here in the middle of your neck, that's going to be, that's up in your nose area all day. Now, to prevent that, you may want to spray a little lower, maybe the sides of your neck. That'll help. So you won't go nose blind. And I am one who likes to smell my fragrance throughout the day. That's one of my favorite parts of my day, smelling my fragrances. So I'm gonna put it in an area where I can pick it up, pretty easily, and I want to smell it all day. Enjoy your fragrances. You spent your hard-earned money on those things. You got it for a reason. Enjoy it. And I'm gonna enjoy my fragrances. That's one of my favorite things in the world to do, is to smell fragrances. It just brightens my day. Is that the only thing that brightens my day? No, but like, I just absolutely love smelling great scents. It's something that's gonna be a part of my life, okay? And I think every man should get to the point where he can pick out at least one fragrance that he can have and let that be his signature. I think the way you smell speaks volumes about yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, your appearance is very important. Now, the reason I suggest that everyone gets them a fragrance that fits them, this stuff can easily boost your self-esteem. Just something about smelling amazing that makes you feel that much better. Now, you have to round out the rest of your life as well. Fragrance is not going to make your life just perfect, but it takes you a step in the right direction. So whatever it is that you like, go get it. Have it for yourself, enjoy it. And that's something that you can hold close to you, something that you actually enjoy, and you have it. It's just something about wanting something genuinely and able to obtain that. That's like a personal milestone, and like, I appreciate being able to have this, and I don't take this for granted for one moment, because there was a point in time where I could not get something like this. And some of you may be at that point right now. It's okay. You're going to get to the point where you can afford, different variety of fragrances. But as long as you're smelling great, wear your fragrance. Don't worry about it. You understand? And once you get to the point where you can afford to spend a little bit more, go for it. I do think one thing to keep in mind when you're buying fragrances is to not buy into a lot of the hype. You know your means. Stay within your means. And this is a long journey. We're on this journey together. I don't view anybody any different because of the point they're in their life. Sometimes it takes a little while to get to that point to get certain things. It's okay. I want to be the place where you can come to and feel comfortable talking about whatever fragrance you like, no matter what the cost is. Fragrance is fragrance, and it's going to smell great. Is there a barrier between the quality of certain fragrances? Yeah, but at the end of the day, you want to smell great. So as long as if your fragrance is getting that job done, that's all that matters. And you know me, man. My message is always spread positivity, not hate. Stay safe. Smell great. Peace.